when you first receive your watch, on the back of it it'll be in the off position. To turn on, you'll need to get your door key and turn to the on position by turning right. We are now in the set mode. Your RC1219 will come preset to the English language. If you do wish to change that, we can do so easily from here. You'll see on your watch that your middle button here on the right hand side is your set button. Your bottom right and bottom left button will be your toggle buttons. You'll see a plus and a minus, which we'll get into in a bit here. So if you want to change the language that we're in here, we can enter the screen by pushing the set button once briefly. From here we'll have the English flashing on the screen. We can go forward by pushing the bottom right plus button, or backwards by pushing the bottom left minus button. So once you find the language you want to have, push your set button in the middle once briefly, and it'll set that and save that. Moving over to our next settings here, we're going to have the unit, which is going to be the unit of measurement for the watch. So we'll enter this in by pushing the set button, change that here. You can have it read in either kilometers per hour, miles per hour, minutes per kilometer, or minutes per mile. Now once you found the one that you want, set that by pushing your set button briefly in the middle here. Alright, setting done. Our next two settings in the set menu is going to be our calibration and our correction for the calibration. Now you can see more about this in the instruction manual. This involves running on a track. So we'll go to our next screen here, pushing the bottom right button once. We've got the date. Enter this by pushing your middle set button once. Alright, so we've got our year here. Let's go up, pushing our bottom right hand button a couple times until we find 2012. And then we'll set that by pushing your middle button once. Alright. Change our month next here. We'll go up. January. And we'll set that by pushing your middle set button once. And next the day, which we can set and save with that middle button once. Alright. And then we've got our date format. We've got the month, day, year, or the day, month, year, depending on which one you choose, which one you prefer. So we'll change that one, month, day, year. Alright, got that setting done. Let's move over here, bottom right button, we'll change the clock. Enter that, set button once briefly. And change between 12 and 24 hours by pushing your bottom right or bottom left button. Set that, push your middle set button once. Alright, and we can change the clock here. Once you found that for your hour, push the set button once. Moving over to your minutes. And we can set that middle button once. Alright, setting done. Moving over to our next option here, we've got gender. Enter that, set button once. Got a choice between male and female. Set that. Alright, we'll go to our next screen here. We've got the year of birth. Enter that, pushing the set button once. We can go down with the bottom left hand button and up with the top right hand button. Setting that with your middle set button on the right. Alright, setting done. Next screen, bottom right button. Enter our weight here. Enter that, push the set button once. Choice between your kilograms and your pounds. Go with pounds. Push the set button once. And then we've got our weight screen. We can enter that in. Go down on the weight with your bottom left hand button. You can go up with the weight with your bottom right hand button. Finding the weight that you want. Set that with your middle set button on the right here. And that setting's done. Moving over to our next screen here. We've got our heart rate max, your training zone. Those two screens will already be preset after you've done the age, gender, and weight. And what we see here is the total distance. We can enter this in as previously miles run, So let's say you've already run 400 miles this year. You can enter that into the screen. And same with the next screen. This will be a total runtime. So let's say you've run 26 hours this year and you want to enter that into the watch. You can do so with this screen. Our next screen, total calories. Again, we can preset this if we know what previous calories you've run. Otherwise, from this point forward, it'll start accumulating at 0. Got contrast. This will be for the screen. You can change that up or down to be lighter or darker. Next option we have is button tones of the watch. Next screen being our zone alarm, whether that's audible or not when running. And then we're back to the set screen. So we're all done with those settings. Let's get back to the main screen of the watch. All you need to do is push and hold the middle set button for 3 seconds. Setting close. And we're back to the main screen of the watch, ready to use. We're all done.